Alright guys, we got a slight situation here. Just in case anybody hadn't realised, it's like 30 odd degrees today. This is the problem here. This tarmac was so hot when I parked here that the bike has sunk into it. And now it's resting just on this side panel here, so that's good. Anyway, I better get moving before I make another one. This heat is absolutely crazy. I made that ATGAT video the other day where I was talking about, you know, all the gear all the time. And it's been really hard to actually wear a leather jacket the last 3 days. When it gets over like 32, 33 degrees. But anyway, there were so many comments on that video. Lots of people give their opinion and their thoughts, a little bit on both sides of the argument, but I think majority of people were saying they normally do adhere to ATGAT. But I might take a look through them and make a bit of a follow-up video, because as I say, there were so many good comments on it. Also had the meetup the other day at Box Hill, which was a load of fun. Really enjoyed the day out. Again, super hot, really hot day. But it's my first time to the cafe there, Rikers, and it's great to meet some people. Sam, Paul, Adam, Wolfgang. Really appreciated people coming down. And hopefully we'll get a chance to do that again sometime soon. So last week I did a Q&A type video, and a user called Fish and Banana, which quite frankly sounds disgusting, commented with a question, a bit late to the party, but asked if you didn't need a motorbike, would you still own one? And I thought that's probably deserving of a little video in its own right. To be honest, it made me mull over it a bit, and I don't really think I need a motorbike as such now. I do use it pretty much every day that I go into work. Yeah, I like commuting on it, but I don't think that's a necessity, because we live in Zone 2, central London, so your options for getting to work are plentiful. Cycling is not the worst idea, to be honest. I think it's the cheapest probably, because all you got to pay for is your bicycle, maintaining it, and it gets you fit as well. Like, if you can't be bothered going to the gym or those kinds of things, then cycling is a good way to integrate a little bit of exercise into your day and save a bit of money. So that would probably be the best option. You can also get the bus and tube, and it's way cheaper. Even though it's not cheap, it's way cheaper than biking, I reckon, from that kind of distance out from Zone 2. I think a Zones 1 and 2 travel card is like 150 quid or something like that. And when you start to add up the cost of motorcycling, it really tallies up quickly. The cost of the bike itself is the obvious one, but when I started motorcycling last year, the thing that really surprised me was just how much gear you need and how much that all costs. So things like security, especially in London, you need a boatload of locks and a big R-Max chain for storing it at home, and a cover, and of course safety gear. But you can get some relatively affordable stuff, but even then, you know, bare minimum boots, gloves, jacket and a helmet, it's still going to cost you a fair bit. So I paid a couple of grand for my bike, and let's say I get 3 years out of it, and maybe another £1,000 in gear just to get going. Like an R-Max chain's 250 quid. So over 3 years, let's say you might spend about £100 a month on the bike and the gear. And then you've got insurance, which is super expensive in London, especially as I'm a relatively new biker on a reasonably big bike. So mine comes in at like 700 a year pretty much, so just over 50 quid a month. So you're already at £150. And then when you tax it, maintain it, MOT it, parking as well. In Westminster you have to pay £1 a day or £3.50 a week to park. Did I say petrol? I think I did. Yeah, and like tyres and stuff. All of that stuff is extra on top. So I don't think it really adds up. It's not good for my fitness. It's not good for my bank balance. I've said this before and I'll probably end up saying it again at some point, but an hour commuting in on the bus or the tube or the train or whatever feels like 2 hours a day wasted. Whereas the equivalent time on a motorbike feels like 2 hours a day well spent. Same could be said for cycling if you think that exercise is a good thing to get every day. The only real advantage of the bike is that it's probably the quickest way to get around London. Certainly quicker than driving. A lot of routes it's quicker than cycling, and almost definitely quicker than the bus. So the answer to the question, if you didn't need a bike, would you still own one, is I don't need one at all. So yeah, I definitely would still own one because I do. Anyway, hope you're all well and enjoying this ridiculous heat wave, making the most of the good weather. Let me know how you're all getting on in the comments below, and I'll catch you soon.